Welcome to another MTDCNC podcast, and again we're concentrating on AMB 2024. Guys, first of all, thank you for joining me. Chloe Reeve.
Hello, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you for asking. Tell the people what you do very briefly.
Lots of things. I'm project manager at MTDCNC. I work with all the customers, all the clients. I book film jobs, I send videos off, approve them.
Super busy.
Yeah.
Keeping the customers happy.
Always.
Which is what we want. Tom Scubala, again, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me again.
What's your role?
So I am a technical presenter and also an account manager.
Okay. So you not only talk the talk, you walk the walk.
Exactly.
Whatever that means. So basically you've been a time-served engineer as
yes.
well.
Yes, 12 years.
Yes, thank you.
In fact, I think I'm the only non-time-served engineer.
What
I've
a shame.
served time, but that's a different story. Rowan Easter Robertson, we did say in the last podcast, welcome back, because you've been not sabbatical, you've been on a long trip, so welcome back. Looking very healthy, very tanned. Been to Spain and surfing and the like and all that. But anyway, enough of that. What's your role here?
Brilliant. Yeah, so I'm back. I'm finally going back to technical presenting. Yeah, so really
That's it.
excited.
So a time-served engineer who knows what he's talking about when it comes to reviewing machines, tooling, software, etc.
Hopefully.
Right. Well, let's crack on with the show. First of all, as I mentioned, AMB 2024, Messe Stuttgart, the 10th to the 14th of September. Now, 10th to 14th of September, slightly different.
Tuesday to Saturday. So normally exhibitions are Monday to Friday, but this one finishes on a Saturday.
There you go. And we will ask why. We think it's because some of the German guys don't want to give up a day of work. They want to spend their Saturday looking at new products, technologies. But what do we know? So that's one of the reasons why. But we're going out there to film. Got a number of film crew filming a number of our clients. We've already discussed a few of them. Let's find out about some more. So first of all, I'm going to go to you, Chloe. Look at that. Ready? Filtermist. Tell me all about Filtermist, please.
Oh, Filtermist. So I work quite closely with Filtermist. I've used them in the past, obviously being an applications engineer. They're a filtration system company and much more, basically very well known across the globe for their filtration units, making your workplace safe, making your workplace more efficient, making sure your machines are staying nice and clean. Also added benefit, they also kind of recycle your coolant as well. So it takes the horrible particles out of your machine, splits it between the oils and the mess and your coolant so it can drip feed through. They also do a lot more. So they've we were looking at it at Mac as well. So fabrication welding, taking all the rubbish away from that. Yeah, the fumes, sorry,
Okay.
yeah.
So it's all
Fumes,
about health and safety.
all about health and safety, and as well making your workshop more effective and more environmentally friendly.
So when I open the machine shop, when I open the door now on my machine, I don't get plumes of...
Yeah, you don't come out like you've been in a blacksmith kind of thing.
Okay, so a lot more healthy for all those machining. Have you come across these guys? I presume you have.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of these on the
They're
on
everywhere,
the shop
aren't
floor.
they?
Yeah.
Well, it's health and safety regs now.
Yeah.
To have them.
they've got
And
a
that's
new-
a good thing though.
Big new contract, which I don't know if they're going to announce it at AMB, but they're going to be on their stand with them at AMB. I think don't say what it is though.
No, I can't say. Well, we might be able to say,
Don't
but
know.
just in case we won't. But it's huge. They're everywhere. And when we go to this customer, they have the same colour as their machines. You can also have them painted. If you're a blue company, you can have them painted blue. But that's
Very technical,
Yeah,
Chloe,
you know.
thank you very much.
But they're one of the leading filtration brands within the UK and
And they've got a
globally.
new product that's been around maybe for a year and a bit. Is it like an app, some application connected
You'll find
to...
out at AMB, won't you?
Ah, you have to go.
There
There
you
you
check
go.
it out.
So
Go
watch
Go
out.
check it out. There you go.
Watch out for our videos, which we are booked in to see. Lydia from Filtermist.
Yes,
and the
we
team
are, yeah.
there. Okay, thank you, Chloe, for that. So we are now health and safety conscious as always on the show. So I'll tick that one off if I can. Who's got the next? I'm going to go Motorex. Rowan.
Yeah,
Tell
so
me about them, please.
Motorex. Again, so we've done a lot of videos of Motorex over in the US, and also you've done a few AMB 2 years ago.
Yes.
They showed off a lot of machinery, not just, so they're a cutting tool, lubricant, coolant manufacturer and producer, but they not only do coolant, they do a lot of technology that handles monitoring, managing your coolant in your workshop as well. So obviously coolant's a really important part of the manufacturing process, and Motorex is one of the leading providers of lubricants and oils, not only for industrial manufacturing, but for motorbikes, for cars, for automotive. So you got a high range BMW, for example, you might want to put a Motorex engine oil in it to make it run a bit quicker.
So not just engineering, not just machine tool.
There's huge amounts of different
But
lines for...
Bit of a debate here, and maybe I'm being a little bit pedantic, but you're probably used to that anyway. Coolant, lubricant.
You asked me. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think
Well,
it's the same thing.
Coolant's for CNC machines and lathes, and then lubricants is more for a sliding head. Sliding head is a lot more action, a lot more quicker, and you need a fire extinguisher because it's an oil-based product. Whereas a Filtermist, the coolant has got a water base and an oil base, but it's more a water base, and you don't need a fire extinguisher to put it
So
out.
your lubricant's more your sliders, and lubricate and talk between the tool and part, better surface finishes.
Yeah.
Coolant more your milling, keeping that.
Also,
that
as
tool-
well,
that
sorry
tool
to
cool.
stick my nose in.
No, that's all.
Coolant does a lot more things, doesn't it? It helps clean your spindle. It can help the wear and tear on your parts, on your tools, on your bed, the slideways in your machine.
Come on, guys,
so
jump in here.
it's not just cooling down your tool.
Okay, there.
Sorry.
Anybody who's got any thoughts, comments on that as well, please feel free to make
Tell
some
me I'm
comments.
wrong.
And
I'm leaving the expert to it. Yeah.
educate myself, really. So that's good to hear. So anything else?
Products
Rowan?
they'll be showing off. Hopefully, they'll be showing off. They've got loads of different kinds of machinery that helps manage your coolant in your machine shop. So they've got a fluid links which manages and mixes the coolant for you. One of those per machine. Can do up to 70,000 litres of coolant.
Wow.
They've got a fluid link single, which measures the actual concentration, pH and temperature of the coolant. So normally you have those two machines in tandem per machine that'll do the mixing and the maintenance of the coolant and the measurement of the
So that's
of the
key, though,
coolant.
isn't it? Having that pH right, for
You
example.
need to measure it to be able to
Yeah.
mix it correctly to adjust the coolant in the machine tool.
Because there are machine shops
You
that...
But well, a lot of people have somebody from the company come out and
Yeah.
measure it each
They'll have
things
a
that they look
contract
at,
with a
don't they?
refractometer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where now you don't need that if it's, and I'm guessing that's measured in real time as well. So if you have somebody come out on, say, Monday the 1st, and then something goes wrong 5 days later, you've got to wait an entire month nearly before they come back in.
Or you get a really hot day, and suddenly the temperature of the pH goes up, you start
Exactly.
foaming,
Yeah,
At least
bacteria
with that, if
grow.
that's in real time, surely that's going to be
Productive.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes people ignore it, don't they? Ignore if the
Some
coolant
people
starts
don't take
foaming.
it seriously. That's the.
Exactly.
In
Do you
very
know what?
basic terms, oil change on your car every 5,000 miles.
Is
That's
that what it
very,
is?
very, well, unless it's a company car, when it's probably 50,000.
Sorry, I've done 42. I'll just
Anyway.
tell Mark down the road.
Moving on
but the
very
thing-
swiftly.
the
That's
thing
very
is-
basic, though, isn't it?
But the thing is, people buy a top of the whack machine which costs thousands and thousands
Yeah.
of pounds.
Hundreds of thousands.
Work holding is not cheap. Tooling's not cheap. The parts you're making, if you're making aerospace parts, they're not cheap. So why would you put
Why
cheap
would you just
fluid
put-
in, and why would you not take care of the fluid that can give you better surface finish, better tool life?
In the
And-
long run,
Yeah.
people sometimes look too much in the short run, don't they? Oh, it'll be okay. But well, you'd hope that the machine would last 10 years, wouldn't you? We've seen them that are 30, 40 years old. But you don't want to get 10 years down the line, oh, everything's rusted because I haven't looked after the coolant. And it'd be
Yeah,
useless.
so why?
So
yeah,
part of your investment in the machine tool is your
Is, yeah.
coolant.
people
or
just need
lubricant.
to. I think some people need to look further, like Chloe was saying, further forward to.
Not just,
Oh.
we need to get it set up and running.
Yeah.
Yes, you can do that in 2 or 3 days, but if you have that monitoring system, yes, it might not take a week. You know, it might take sooner, but investing in that equipment and stuff is
And a good coolant can help you with surface finishes and stuff like that. So maybe if you've got a grinding operation, if you can get a nice enough finish on the machine, you can get rid of an operation. So
Absolutely.
less machining time, which
There you
makes
go.
more money.
There you go. Sold it to me already. So there you have it. Now, next.
Do you want to see
Oh,
where
you got
they
some.
are, maybe?
Actually,
I think
I forgot to
the
ask.
location is
Chloe,
really important.
yeah.
So they are in Hall 8D30.
There you go. And we do not know where. Filtermist are on 2 separate stands.
We'll
they're
put
not,
it- we'll put
not
it at the
got their own
bottom.
stand, but it'll be in the comments. So
Oh,
there you
don't
go.
say that, 'cause I don't
Thank
know
you,
where.
Chloe, for letting me down on that.
It's all right, there'll be an animation at the bottom.
No pressure there whatsoever. So again, just repeat that, Chloe.
Hall
Rowan.
8D30. Stand
8D30. Now, next, I'm going to go to you, Tom. Kennametal.
So Kennametal are a tooling supplier, and they're going to have over 300 tools on display. So there's going to be something there for everybody. But before we get into what they're showcasing and what they're doing, you need to visit their stand because
Why?
you need to enter. They have a competition running, you need to enter, because prizes include 2 tickets for the Rock in Park 2025 and more.
Where's the
So,
Rocking Park?
in Nuremberg.
Oh, so they pay for flights over as well?
Well, you'll have to ask them about that.
Terms
But
and conditions may apply.
Oh, thanks,
Exactly.
Chloe, the voice of reason.
right, let's get back to what Kennametal are. So, Kennametal are, like I said, displaying over 300 tools, but they're also focusing on 2 areas particularly. One of them is EV and automotive capabilities, because obviously electric cars are becoming a big thing now.
Well, they have to, don't they?
A lot of things are becoming more electronic. There's a lot more stuff now looking for different ways of energy sources. So EV and...
So renewables, things like that?
Exactly.
Okay.
So they're going to have their expert. They will have multiple experts, but we are actually going to talk to Tim Hordex. And he's going to talk us through solutions and also talk us about gigacastings. Now, we spoke about this before. I'm not 100% sure what gigacasting is, but I'm more leaning on what Rowan said on, obviously, castings of cars are getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, with an EV, you've got a big battery, and normally that battery, if you want to save space, can actually become part of the actual vehicle's structural integrity.
Part of the chassis.
So you'll make a full casting of a car, and that battery will be an integral part of the actual car.
So
itself.
the gigacasting is a big casting.
Yeah.
So
They are going to talk us through their 4 cutting-edge solution versus competitors with 1 edge.
Sorry, is this for cutting castings?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And they also have, and I'm really leaning on Rowan here because I did not know what this was until I asked him earlier. They will also have 2 3D printed stator bore tools on display.
Yeah, so stator is the central part of or the outside part of an electric motor that doesn't move, whereas the rotor is a bit that does move. And I guess the stator needs an accurate bore for the rotor to go inside, so they're 3D printed tools that will bore out a stator.
So it needs.
You don't sound 100% sure.
No, I'm
there.
speculating completely.
There you go.
So,
but that's the reason why. Watch our
visit the
videos.
stand.
Absolutely. Visit
Right,
the stand.
and then there is a new product launch. So they are launching their Go Mill Pro,
Which is what?
which is a new 4-flute solid carbide end mill, and it's going to be a go-to solution for small and medium shops.
Why?
Like a jobbing end mill,
Yeah.
general purpose.
Like a general
titanium,
purpose.
steel.
Now, obviously, Kennametal are, they are known for a certain set of tools. One being the Harvey 1 TE, which I have used and it is unreal. You'll have seen videos of these things absolutely ripping through material where you think it's going to break any second and it doesn't. So they're now releasing the Go Mill Pro, which I'm guessing, like you said, for small, medium shops is going to be a cheaper alternative.
A more cost-effective solution.
More cost-effective solution. And it's going to be used for side and shoulder milling to helical milling, pocketing, slotting and ramping. And it is suited for cutting steel, stainless steels, cast irons. And some of the features are asymmetric divided flutes for better vibration control. And there's another one. A variable helix angle for better vibration.
Okay.
And a tapered core for better chip evacuation. And then Rowan...
I think we need to actually see this in action.
I think we need to see this in
That's a lot of
action.
applications for a tool, isn't
It's
it?
going to be... Yeah. So it's got a multi-layer tin... Go on, Rowan.
Tin and TIALN.
There you go.
Just 2 different
You knew
types
what that
of
was
coating.
downstairs. Anyway, we don't really know. So, coating for high performance at medium high cutting on stainless steels and cast irons.
So a new coating or a different type of coating?
We don't know.
Again,
You'll have to go and see.
Find out, absolutely. And this isn't just nice colours, that's because we're discussing another tool.
Not talking about colours now.
Okay.
And it's ideal for general engineering, which is what you said, transportation, energy and medical shops. And it is a dual end mill where price, performance and versatility meets.
Dual end mill.
It's a dual end mill.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not a do one end mill.
No, it's a dual end mill.
Dual.
So
Okay,
it's going to be, obviously, some machines...
So that means it could do roughing, finishing, the pockets, everything that you stated. You can use that one.
And I'm guessing the advantages of that are if you've got a smaller machine with a smaller carousel,
Tools, yeah.
you can't be adding roughers, finishers, all
No,
that. You can use the same end mill for
You
everything.
don't want to be having 5 end mills that can do the same job if they're 40 quid a piece.
Exactly.
Sorry.
So,
That's all right. It's a podcast. We're here to discuss these things.
But
you
no,
might be
you-
right, Clay. You might be wrong.
but no, you're
It's a
right.
discussion.
If you don't have the space
wrong.
for all these end mills,
Yeah,
you can have one end mill that does everything. It's going to save you time, money, and space in your machine. So, yeah, Kennametal are definitely a stand you want to go and look at. And before you ask, I do not know where they are, so we will add it, as Chloe
There's
said.
nothing like good preparation. You guys have done nothing like good preparation. No, we'll put the stand numbers on the
But
screen.
I'm quite looking forward to seeing 300 tools. That's going to have to be a big
You're going to be there
stand.
longer than 10th to the
Well,
14th,
we've got a
mate.
film slot booked for them.
I was going to
Go and
say,
see them. Go on,
10th to the
there.
14th. Can I just have that entire time to go through all the end mills?
Absolutely not. Right, enough of you and your end mills and new technology. I'm going to go to Chloe. Tornos. I do like a good Tornos machine. They are good machines.
They're spectacular, aren't they?
Spectacular. Tell me about them. More
So
about
they're
them.
a Swiss machining CNC machine. Their slogan is "Stronger Together." At AMB, they're going to be collaborating with BoomTech. We know from the Tornos and BoomTech machines that they're involved in very high accuracy, obviously being a Swiss manufacturer as well. We know Swiss watches for being very intricate, very small parts. So we're looking at medical, and we're looking at jewellery, we're looking at dental. So if you need a filling, go and have a look. They'll be exhibiting, no, I'm joking. They'll be exhibiting together on a stand, and there's so much that you can see.
That's the Neo 191, isn't it? The BoomTech one, I think, from memory, which is a phenomenal machine. We've just done a video separately on that.
Do you want me to talk about it? Or
No, because you didn't answer my question. Well,
yes, it is. I was getting to that.
Okay.
Sorry. But the Swiss XT, sorry. So this one has got 9 axis.
Wow.
So,
Can I just ask though, would you like to try and
no,
program
thank you. No. I think especially for this, a 5-axis, I'd struggle to program it longhand, right? 3-axis simultaneous is still quite hard to program longhand. So you would need a CAD/CAM system.
And surely now you're getting machine controls now are getting easier to program conversational.
With your conversational, yeah.
But surely still trying to program 9 axis.
You'd hope that the customer would give you an exported model, you know, not
It's
just a
program it and
drawing
go,
kind
yeah.
of thing and saying, can you, but these machines are up to the job. So we've got the Swiss XT32, so that's got 9 axis with a locking head screw spine.
I'm assuming that's a slider.
Yeah,
And that'll go up to, again, I'm not trying to, up to 32 mil, I presume?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
You'll have to go to the stand and
Yeah,
find out and ask the
okay.
question, sorry.
Because the Nano's a tiny.
Nano is so small, yeah.
Because I've got
But
a picture.
talking about the Swiss, they do things not small. I don't want to say that, but it's very intricate, very high level tolerances and things like that. So we've also got on the stand the Swiss Nano 10, the multi-Swiss 6x16s. So that will be producing parts live through the day. The Swiss DT38, they're actually producing watchmaker magnifiers live.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so go and have a look. Go to their stand
go and
because
have a
it looks, you know, literally.
Can I ask you about this 6x16 multi-spindle?
That's what I just said. Yeah, Swiss,
So-
the multi-Swiss 616.
I was lucky enough to go to their show.
It's
the
Oh,
incredible,
you've
isn't
been
it?
dying to bring this up this
No, because
entire
it's just
time.
amazing, such amazing machines. But say
You don't see them all the time, do you?
absolutely, because but people think they're for hundreds of thousands, millions of parts, which they are. But they're trying to change that mindset and bring it. Actually, you don't need so many parts per run to make them cost effective.
A lot of these now are coming with systems that are quite simple to program for little parts, not obviously 9 axis.
Not even when you, let alone what Colin said, but even 9 axis, people go, whoa, you know, that's a bit too much for me. But if you put it in to place and you go and you have a look and see how it runs, if you're creating parts like screws or things for watches, dental, like we know that dental especially and medical has got to be bob on. You can't mess with things like that.
Bob on, is that an engineering
Is that the
term?
technical
Bob
term?
on, bob on. It's got to be perfect, you know, and you need that machine to run time and time again. Whether you're making 10 parts or whether you're making 10 million parts, it's got to be the same over and over again. But just let me finish as well. BoomTech 191 Neo, producing medtech applications live. So if you want to see live demonstrations, if you want to see machines cutting metal and getting things out there, visuals, booth visuals on there as well.
So I want to clarify that though, because a lot of exhibitions we go to, they're not cutting live.
No, they're cutting.
A lot of
they're
people
cutting,
just dry cut.
I know.
And
Cutting.
it's like
Not
they're
that
running
I say
apart.
boring, but you want to hear the. You want to. If
You
you
want
hear
chips
chips
hitting the
fly,
door.
you
Or-
hear chips.
Or when
not-
you were machining, hear the crash.
Yeah,
And then-
you've got to have
Wow.
a crash if you're an engineer. But if you hear those chips fly, people listen to it and they dart to it.
Yeah.
And you bring in a machine, so why not? I know it's a pain because when I did Mac, I know it's completely different. But when I did Mac with my other employer, they were like, right, we've got 2 free pallets of 50, 100 by 100 bits of aluminium, and that was the annoying thing getting it in. But watching people look at the machine, it brings so many people to the
thing is, you'll get people on other stands who aren't cutting, hear that noise, because obviously a lot of people will be engineers.
Yeah.
And it sounds really bad, but a lot of people will want to go and pick problems with it. Why you programmed it like this? But it's just what it is.
4 engineers will program something completely different.
Oh, yeah.
3
Or
engineers,
and yeah.
3 engineers in college. No, but it's
But
right.
it is. But obviously, if people are on a stand that aren't cutting metal,
Absolutely.
and somebody starts cutting, you will, like you said,
You
you're
get
just
drawn
drawn
to
to
it.
it.
Absolutely. But I want to go back to the multi-spindle because you say how difficult it is to program.
Yeah.
You're only doing 1 axis per
Thing.
per thing. I'm trying
I
to
can't
do
remember
that,
what it's
yeah.
called. Sorry.
Do apologise for our lack of technical knowledge here. But so it's only 1 op per
Well, I'm sure everybody
Station.
at home's
per
going
station. Thank you.
I'm sure everyone at home's going to get it from this
Oh,
and
we're going to
that.
have comments
Like,
like
I'm
a
trying-
lot.
but yeah, per station you're only doing 1
when you
operation
see,
essentially.
when you see, I think we've been, haven't we? I think Paul's done it, and they've got a GoPro in the machine, and you see it, and
That's
it's
amazing.
like a octopus. Like, and I mean,
No, that's the 8 one, yeah, not 6.
Sorry, an octopus with a prosthetic leg, and but it's just fascinating,
And it's
and
quite
Oh, it's incredible to see.
God knows what it's making, but it
I
looks
know-
fantastic.
And hopefully they do what they did last time, where they had some sort of camera in it last time on a TV, so you could watch
live
it.
stream, yeah.
And they also do, and I don't know if they have, but they do talks as well on how it works. And
That's what you want. You want to
Guys,
talk to the
it's
people.
really
I hate
educational.
to cut you off, but I'm going to. What stand are they on?
Animation.
So again, despite my
Sorry.
specific request from these guys, they don't know what booths they're on.
Wait a
We'll
minute,
put that on.
you're the host,
I
didn't
know.
you know
No,
where they're
because I'm
from?
relying on the experts. But anyway, move on, guys. Thank you very much. It has been good fun finding out. We haven't found out loads because we're going to find out when we're filming on the
100%.
stands. Get yourself to the stands, but then watch our videos in due course. Rowan, Tom, Chloe, thank you very much for joining me. AMB 2024, 10th to 14th, Messe Stuttgart. We look forward to seeing you there.